Welcome to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting the wall. Now, no shame because we all get old, but the question is, are they handling this with grace or are they bitter and angry? Today, I have a clip for you guys, and this one comes from the Charles in Charge podcast. I seen this clip on here and I was like, you know what? I have to go ahead and respond to this. So here we go. Wait, before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel. So here we go.
This is a hard realization, y'all. It's really hard for me to even accept that this is my life when it comes to dating. But it's like the ones that I don't want are the ones that are putting in effort. The ones that I'm not interested in, don't like, I'm not attracted to are the ones that are really serious, wanting to plan dates, wanting to fly me out, wanting to take care of me, are genuinely showing interest, falling in love with me. And meanwhile, the ones that I do actually want, the one I'm like, that's my type. I like you. I really like you. There's chemistry there. Don't give up. Okay, there's 0 dates planned.
Wait. Does she understand why guys don't give a as she put it? Because, well, we're going to get into that, but I could say that I've heard this at least 3 times in the past couple months. Yeah, so we're going to get into this, but let me let her finish.
And not sending flowers, not checking in, sending me little WYD texts. Crumbs. What a life.
Crumbs, she say? Listen, that's disrespectful to the guys that are putting all that energy and effort into actually trying to show this woman a good time, to actually bring this woman back to her youth. The problem is, she has options, she just doesn't like them. Now, me personally, I can tell you guys I survived relationships, a marriage, and a divorce. I understand that those things are stressful, but let me say this. There's about 5 reasons as to why this continuously happens to women. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 1 is when a man has survived relationships, a marriage, right? Because see, what women don't really understand is when you get out of a relationship with a broken heart, it takes a toll on your health, and the only thing that can really help you is time. That's the only thing that's gonna heal. Number 2 is this is how they sound to the guy that they actually want. This is annoying, meaning this is stressful. When you're constantly telling me about the next guy and what happened in your past and how things are not working and how things could work, and I'm looking at, oh my gosh, wait a minute, do I really want to deal with all of this stress? This takes me right into my next one. My next reason, which is number 3, and that's comparison. Women don't realize this, but the longer that they're in the streets, or the more often they return to the streets, they're receiving damage, they're receiving trauma. Now, you're going to receive damage and trauma anyway, but maybe it's better to just stick it out with the person that you're actually with, because the only thing that happens is you're going to stress out the next person. For instance, most men do not like comparisons because the majority of men, or let me just speak for myself, I'm the guy who wants to win. I'm the guy who wants to be the best. So if I am not the best, I don't want to hear a comparison to another guy, because the comparison that you're going to hear is about the things that you don't do. Listen, it sounds good and it sounds great in the beginning. Oh my gosh, you're great. We have chemistry. This is amazing. But then there's things that turn into complaints. And she actually said it, which was, oh my gosh, he's not checking in. He's just texting me. What are you doing? And it's like, come on now. You can see that I'm busy. You can see that I have things going on. I'm not just at home sitting on my thumbs doing nothing. I'm actually living life. I'm actually getting things done. So again, this is a headache that most men are not interested in. Number 4, and this is a very important one. Women don't want to settle. For them, this is like hell. This is like the end of life. Now, for men, especially when you get to a certain age, when you have survived a marriage and a divorce and relationships after that divorce, and you start to notice, wait a minute, they talk the same, they act the same, they're doing the same thing. Do I really want to go through that again?
Kill you, what am I here for? We just got back up.
Is she worth going through all of that for? These are the questions that you start to ask yourself over time, because at some point in time, you're going to get tired of the same complaints, right? Same complaints, different person, different attitude, same attitude, different person. This is why you hear me talk about the period and the this is why you hear me talk about women's monthly cycle, postpartum, and menopause, because these hormonal changes within a woman, they can't even see. I don't even think they're aware of it. So when it comes to settling down, men get to a certain age, or they reach a certain time period in their life, a certain phase. Remember, there's phases that men go through. You're either figuring things out, you're creating, you're maintaining, or you're getting ready to retire. Now, depending on what phase you are, a wife, a companion, a fun girl, or a gold digger may make all the sense in the world for you. It just depends on the phase of life that you're in. And then number 5, here's the number 5 reason. You're either busy or you're living your life. You figured out what you need to do and you're actually getting it done. Being busy is something that women do not understand, especially when it comes to relationships, because they want the time that they want no matter what. And if they don't get that time, the complaints, the nagging, the headache is coming. And again, I'm letting you guys know I survived it. So I am in no rush to run back to that. Why is this hard for this woman to accept? She's already lived a certain amount of life. Has she not realized that men are not interested in being stressed out? And is she not tired of passing up on the good men? Is she not tired of passing up on the guys that can actually offer her the lifestyle with the attention that she's actually looking for? What's going on? Now, I can tell you this, for whatever happens, whatever goes on in women's mind, they all are like this. They want what they don't have. If they don't have it, they want it. That's why it's hard for them to accept. Now, for the guys that they actually want, why are these guys not actually putting in effort? The reason these guys are not putting in effort is because they're tired of seeing women be unloyal, unfaithful.
I took the easy way out, which was, okay, what's the next? Because there's always going to be, dicks. You feel?
And frankly, just tired of dealing with the stress. The stress that comes along with an older woman is something you really have to be mentally prepared for, because it's gonna be a tough road. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but I'm just telling you that it's gonna be a tough road. Now, here's a great question. Here is a great question, right? Because she said the men that she's not interested in are falling in love with her. Now, why are these men falling in love with these women? I can tell you it's probably for one of two reasons. She got some good box.
Every time.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing. You get me?
Some good box, or they're literally ready to settle down. They've had their fun and now they're ready to settle down and lock in with this one particular one.
I'm just looking for my person. I'm just looking for the one that I guess is out there for me. I mean, I want to be somebody's husband someday, father. I'm trying to do everything that's right I just get stood up.
Said, fellas, I want to encourage you to continue to do better, to strive for better, because as you get older, your value raises. The reason it raises is because your wisdom expands. You start to get smarter. You start to understand how life is working. And when you get your stuff together, now you get the opportunity to choose. I remember being young. And when I say young, I'm just talking about my early teens all the way into my 20s. I remember the women my age were dating older men. And the reason they were dating older men was because the older men had more. They were more established. So, fellas, I'm telling you to get your life together, to become more established, because that's when you really have choices. Now, I'm not here to tell you that these women are going to love you for you, because I really haven't seen it. 3 things that will help to improve your life, improve your mind: meditate or read. Next, exercise. Exercise for at least 20 minutes every other day. Right now, me personally, I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna do way more than 20 minutes, but I think that's a good start for anybody that's completely out of shape, because you have to start somewhere. Most important thing is invest your money in things that give you a return. Now, after you've done that, adapt to dating, because it has changed. We hear this older woman speaking as if she's still young. So as you're adapting to what's going on, now you get to see how you actually want to live life, what type of woman or what type of women you actually want to deal with, because it's your life. So with all that being said, I got a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anybody you think this would help. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.